One of the toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome to Burgess Snowfield at Amherst Stadium, home to the Jacksonville State Gamecocks. The Gamecocks will get this season underway as toe meets leather. On the run from inside his own 5. Slips through the line. He returns it almost to the 35. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 34-yard line. Solid work on that one. So Syracuse's offense will get the first swing of the game. You know, that connection between quarterback and wide receiver, Jesse, takes some time, and we'll see how quickly these two guys get on the same page.
Yeah, the chemistry between he and the quarterback, I think, is what
There he goes. Got the first down and more. Powers through. And this defense's head is spinning. He gets it down to the 27. What perfect execution on that big run. Everything perfectly blocked, and this guy doesn't need a lot of room.
I love how this offensive line communicates and works up front. You see guys winning their one-on-one battles. There's double teams happening. Guys are getting into the second level and creating big lanes for this running back.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. And he was able to shed a tackle and pick up the first down before they finally get him on the ground. He's up to 51 yards on the ground already. That is a way to make a statement early. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues. Let's think a little bit about Syracuse. They had quite the ride last year, made it to the semifinals, couldn't finish the deal. Regression or redemption?
And today we're going to...
Got some room, entered to the goal line. They'll finally get him stopped at the 1-yard line. What a run there. Syracuse comes to the line on first and goal. Touchdown, Orange. Great job by the back on the option.
What an exciting way to start this season. This offense had a plan. They knew who they wanted to be, but you had to come out and execute it. And that was a beautiful first drive, creating some momentum, not only for this offense, but for this squad to start the season.
7, Jacksonville State, 0.
Let's see what he can do with the return. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So Jacksonville State's offense will try to get something going with their first possession. This guy has all of the battle scars. He's got all of the trust of this team, David, as he has been their leader, their warhorse throughout his career.
Yeah, and we've seen him. He's been very productive. He's proven his worth in college football, but now he's taking his talents to a new team. And now he's got to show them what he's about. Great opportunity to start it off. Can he be the guy? Can he be the catalyst that takes this team to the next level?
He really is a guy you root for, too, I think, because he's waited his turn. He's found the right opportunity in the right situation. This is a guy everybody in the locker room absolutely loves. He has the ability to galvanize them and an opportunity to galvanize this fan base early in the season with a big game here right out of the gate.
Boy, could they use a conversion on 3rd and short from their own 24. From the gun, wants to pass. He's going to throw deep right side. Oh, he dropped it, and what a missed opportunity early in this football game.
And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but that thing had incompletion written all over it from the moment the ball left his hand.
Looks it all the way in, and now turns his attention upfield. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. Back to throw, it's Abraham. Pressure coming. Chucked it away just as he was hit. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Second down, they'll go to the air. Makes the grab. It's Harrell. Across the 50-yard line on the huge pickup, and he's out of bounds at the 45. The offense getting set for a first down from the 45. Might be changing the route. Wants to throw on first down. Hit as he throws. Makes the grab. It's Toppins. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down. Looking downfield on first down. Unloads to the wideout. Good route on the comeback, and he makes the catch. This freshman quarterback is slinging it out there to pick up that first down. Syracuse has it in the red zone. Scrambling away. He just threw it away. The last thing you want to do is try to force something on first down in the red zone. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Wants to fire on second down. The screen, and watch out. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on first and goal. They're going to run it. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Syracuse.
Yeah, and now this offense building that lead. It's still the first half, but I'll tell you what, shown some glimpses of why they could become a really, really good offense. Listen, you go into halftime, more of the same, right? Continue to do what you're doing, take care of the football. This offense has looked really good in the first half.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. Guys, we'll see what Jacksonville State can get going on home. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against.
Oh, he's got some space. He'll get a fresh set down, stopped at the 31-yard line. Here comes the offense on first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Can't hang on, and he'll tell you he really should have made that catch, and he had an opportunity right in the middle. It'll be second down. Just keeps slinging it. Fires to the tight end. And it'll be a pickup of 9. They're facing a 3rd and 1. And the Gamecocks are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. On 3rd and short, they'll go to the power running game. Really nice job there to pick up the first down and get it to their own 41. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to go up top on first down. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
Well, you're seeing a complete effort right now by this football team. Their offense has been doing their part, scoring points. They've got a big lead, and the defense right now is just shutting the opponent out. So good against the run and so athletic, and you have the ability to rush the passer. As you saw right there, getting the sack. We're only in the first quarter, but they're right now winning this game in all 3 phases.
From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. The Gamecocks will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Perhaps feeling that coverage coming, signals for the fair catch and makes it at the 25. They'll get this drive started from their own 26. Quick handoff. Breaks the tackle. He now has 80 yards on the ground, and they wanted to have an identity as a running team, and he's giving them that in the season opener. To the air, it's Abraham. Working that left side now. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. We've come to the break, and it's Syracuse on top. And they were able to build that lead into double figures. Let's take a quick look at our early stats before we move on. So they go back to work after the break, and it is third down. They'll try to bully their way for the first. Love to see these third down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line. Syracuse ready to go to work with another first down. They'll ride the hot hand. Look out, he's got room. He's loose. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
Well, on that one, they decide to attack the left outside on the ground, and you see the speed by the ball carrier there, Reese, picking up a huge chunk of yards.
And I can't imagine any reason they wouldn't just run that play again.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. Why not just go back to the well one more time?
Right, great little run there. Listen, it wasn't phenomenal. It didn't get a first down, but what does it do? Now it makes second down easier. The play caller looking at his sheet going, all right, I can throw it, I can run it. Still in a great position. Ready to stay ahead of the chains.
They're close enough for a makeable field goal from the 26, but they'd love to convert this third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. Can't make the catch on third down, and the rarest of drops for this guy. They'll play it safe and try for 3. Oh, and the attempt is no good. Missed the field goal, missed the chance to make it a 3-possession game, but still a 14-point lead, guys. Jacksonville State has it back, and the Gamecocks will go to work. They'll leave it with him. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Now the play fake. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on 2nd down. They're staring at 3rd. Trying to pick up a first down. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. And the Gamecocks will line up to punt it away. Wants to bring it back. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. The Orange have the ball back and ready to go to work. They've already put a couple of scores up, and they look to add to it on this drive. Throws to the wideout. A strike downfield. Down to the 26-yard line before they ride him out of bounds, and this defense is on its heels. Ball spotted at the 27. It's 1st and 10. Scanning the field, it's Abraham. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. 2nd down coming. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Finds a tight end. He is pushed out of bounds at the 19-yard line. So an example of a tight end doing a little unheralded work to set up a much better 3rd down situation.
And I like the QB here, Reese. I like the decision where I understand, let's get this football out, let's get some positive yards, and then get to 3rd down, and we can still have a better situation now because we got rid of the football and took the yards that were there.
On 4th down, going to the air. He's got it down the middle. That'll be enough for a first down, and they've got it at the 16-yard line. Syracuse has a really nice drive going. From the gun, the ground game. Still on his feet. Touchdown, Cuse. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
They have been road warriors here in this game, coming into a tough environment, but in all 3 phases, they have been absolutely dominant. Their defense is not allowed a point, and the offense is going up and down the field, and they score another touchdown here before the end of the first half.
And the returner is stopped. Guys, we'll see what Jacksonville State can get going on over. They really needed to get points on this drive to sort of steady the ship. Punches ahead, they'll give him a yard to the 13. All right, guys, let's take a minute to think about Jacksonville State. By no means was it a transfer portal exodus, the number of guys they lost among the fewest in the country, but you do wonder if things have just become really transactional in the sport right now.
Well, this is a team that had a lot of success last year, and a lot of their key players want to build off of that. So to me, not a big surprise that these guys decided to stick around.
Yeah, it's cool to see it, man. You don't see a lot of this in college football nowadays. A lot of people leaving. They're doing a good job of retaining their guys. They must have built a really good culture.
The Gamecocks will snap it on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. They've got the screen set up. They'll stop him just short of the 1st down marker on the screen.
Love the execution there on the screen. The running back shows pass protect, last second turns around, so he's able to get the ball. The D linemen have already run past him. Now he can turn upfield for a big gainer.
He'll have enough to move the chains. It's 1st down at the 38.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll run play action. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Across the 45. He got loose, almost housed it, finally tracked down at the 32. This offense has been sluggish to say the least, but finally they're on the move on 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. Just can't pull the trigger, and the quarterback is sacked at the 41. We've got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. 2nd down, he'll throw it. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again. And the Gamecocks in the hurry-up.
3rd down coming up.
On 3rd and long, he'll have to turn it loose deep. And this defense is bringing the heat. Another sack. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Gamecocks will try to pin them back with the punt. Signal goes into the air, and he makes the fair catch at the 10. Opening play of this drive comes from the 11. Looking downfield, it's Abraham. The short hands, it's Cook. Inside the 25, stopped at the 24. Clock will stop to move the chains. Looking to throw on 1st down. He wants to take the top off. Makes the grab down the left side.
Well, this quarterback, I think, has earned the right to take shots here late in the 1st half. They've had a lot of success. They've got the lead. They're not going to play it safe. He's going to make good decisions, and when he has opportunities to throw strikes, he's going to hit those throws.
Grabbed in the middle. It's Harrell. Turning it on. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. The offense lining up for a 1st down play. Wants to adjust the pattern. Wants to throw on 1st down. Unloads to the wideout. Caught over the middle. It's Cook. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Wants to go up top. Touchdown, Orange. Quick strike through the air for the score.
Man, what great offensive execution. You talk about addressing a 2-minute situation and using almost all of the clock, adding to your lead and creating more momentum going into the half. Great execution by this offense.
28, Jacksonville State, 0.
And he'll bring it out of the end zone. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. And the offense will play it safe, take a knee, and head to halftime. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, who's had a better seat there in Jacksonville for an entertaining first half than you?
Syracuse has it teed up, ready to kick off and start this second half. A rather inauspicious start with the kickoff out of bounds and great field position for this offense.
Free kick out of bounds. Kicking team.
Ball is coming out to the 40 after that penalty on the kickoff. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Got him downfield. And he was on his way. Gets it all the way to the 38. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line.
29 Philly. 2-9 Philly.
The pull and throw off the RPO. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Back to pass. And his throw is incomplete.
At this point, trailing by a lot, the defense is expecting you to throw it. If you're going to throw over the middle of the field, the window's going to open and close quickly. You've got to have better timing to complete that throw. They just didn't have it there.
Breaks into the open. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one.
And, man, they sneaked the option in there on 3rd and long. And I don't know, was that a misread? Like, do you get the ball to your tailback? Like, it was pretty well defended. They had the quarterback swallowed up. He got some yards, but now you're forced into a 4th down, and this might be a passing situation.
The incomplete pass ends a frustrating series, and they turn it over on downs. They go to the ground. Runs through a tackle. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. The sure hands, it's Toppin. And he was able to run through 1 tackle, but still only a modest gain. Syracuse needs to come up with a big 3rd down play to keep the drive going. To the air, it's Abraham. Fires to the wideout. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. Syracuse will be forced to punt. The punters have had the day off up to this point. First one of the game. Jacksonville State has it back, and the Gamecocks will go to work. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs. On first down, finding positive plays.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points. But they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
Looking downfield on first down. Bringing the heat. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Rushes on him. Quarterback can't pull the trigger, and down he goes at the 41. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. He ended up losing yardage on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on third down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You've set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. The Syracuse offense heads back onto the field. Last time they had it, didn't pick up a first down. Let's see if they can put something together here. And he's left with no option but to throw it away.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
Just a short pass to the tight end. You know, David, this is really what game managing is. Nice pickup on 2nd down to help them on the next play.
Yeah, I think people look at that negative sometimes, finding a quarterback that's a game manager. No, use your brain. Set up good situations. I'm way more successful when I can keep those sticks at a more manageable situation, and I'm not as predictable on a 3rd down.
Handoff to the single running back. Jukes his way for more. Shakes off the defender. They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays. Syracuse has a really nice drive going. Back to throw, it's Abraham. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection. So now it's 2nd and long. Wide receiver going in motion. Quick pass on the fly motion. Fights off a defender.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the...
There he goes! Really nice job to convert that 3rd down, and they've got it at the 33. The Orange converted and picked up that last first down by keeping it on the ground. Maybe they go right back to it. Got a man, it's Cook. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. The Orange with a ton of options available on 2nd and short. Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line. Now inside the 20, 1st and 10 from the 18. Motion from the wideout. Quick pass on the jet motion. Oh, he got loose. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal. Syracuse looked to be in dire straits to start this drive, but now they've got some room to operate. Touchdown, Syracuse. And they take it in for 6 more points.
And everybody's getting in on the fun now for this offense. From the opening whistle, they have been up and down the field. Starters are scoring. You've got backups in the game now. And I love the play calling. These guys came to your school to play in this offense to score touchdowns, so let them go do it. Make this defense prove they can stop you.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Guys, we'll see what Jacksonville State can get going on home. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
You can just see the excitement this defense has every play. They're almost wishing this quarterback drops back to throw because they know they're going to get home to him. That's the 6th time they've registered a sack.
Makes the grab. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. And the Gamecocks will send out the punt unit. And these guys have been busy. 6th punt of the day. Let's see what he can do with it. Bulldozes his way through. Josh, and runs through another one. What a return there. Found a little running room and put his team in great position. This should be the last play of the quarter. With the run on 1st and goal. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one. Guys, we're at the end of the quarter, and Syracuse has the lead. This has been a complete obliteration so far, as the third quarter stats will show you. They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. He'll do it himself. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
Offside, defense.
And this is what's going to drive coaches crazy. It's mental errors, right? It doesn't take any talent or lack of talent to have that penalty. You just got to watch the ball, and when it's snapped, get after the quarterback.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Cuse.
And I just love what I'm seeing from this team. Like, going on the road, game one, where you're still figuring out who you are and what you do well. Another scoring drive by this offense. Looks like they're going to get the dub in a hostile environment to start the season.
42, Jacksonville State, 0.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. These corners backing off a bit. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Wants to go up top. Oh, they're after him. Pressure's there, and he gets rid of it. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to fight another play. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He hurls one deep down the left side. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. They booted away on 4th down. He will make the fair catch just a few yards shy of midfield. The Orange have the ball back and ready to go to work. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room, because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
He's pushed out of bounds inside the 40 at the 38, and these guys are on the move. They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10. On the move. Plows through the defense.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Syracuse might take a shot here on 2nd and short. They feed him again. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Well, it's not a home run, but it's just enough by the running back to move the chains.
Syracuse has a really nice drive going. Here's the handoff. Knocked down after a gain of 1 to the 27. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Leaves it with the back. Picks up the 1st down. And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain. Syracuse ready to go to work with another 1st down. The give, and tick, 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 tick. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. After losing a couple of yards, it's now 2nd and 12 as they try to keep this drive moving. Looking to throw, it's Abraham. It's complete to the right. And an absolutely fearless tackle, giving up size, still got him on the turf. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. In the gun and looking to throw on 3rd down. Grab near the marker, it's Morgan. How valuable is a tight end in the red area? Now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
I love it. Find the big fella down in the red area. Big target, works the middle of the field, easier throws. Nice job by this offense, keeping it very simple.
Syracuse comes to the line on 1st and goal. They'll try to power it in. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line? Now the offense tries to punch it in on 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And it's no good. He missed the extra point. That last drive covered 52 yards on their way to the score. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. The returner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field position. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Jacksonville State has it back, and the Gamecocks will go to work. This has been a really disappointing performance, David, no question about that, but they can find some positives.
Yeah, and every time you watch the tape, you know, Jesse, coaches are pointing out, look at this. This was open if we just ran the details to the right route, hung on to the football. Little things can make a big difference.
Yeah, that's why they call it a game of inches, David. But I'll say this, if you're on offense, don't go on social media this week. It ain't going to be pretty after this performance. You've got to lock in. You got to take the week of practice very seriously and find those positives that you can build off, David, you're talking about.
3rd and 10, still backed up inside their own 20. This drive has peeled off one deep down the left side. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. The Gamecocks send out the punt unit. They'll look to pin him deep. He'll settle for some pretty good field position and make the fair catch at around the 35. This drive will get started from the 37-yard line. The hand to the running back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
I'll tell you what, it's really nice at this point in the game if you can lean on your run game. When you have the lead, you've got the football late in the game, you can chew that clock and start to really make that defense have a little bit of panic.
And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room. Syracuse lines up on 3rd and short.
Here we go.
Well, this one had all the suspense of a bug hurtling his way toward a windshield, and they did splatter them. An absolutely dominating performance.
Got to give the coaching staff a ton of credit. They obviously had their guys ready to play and motivated right from the opening kick. All 3 phases we saw, just spectacular football. No mental mistakes, David. You really can't play better than that.
It's really fun to do this. Come out and just dominate opponents, start from finish.